This is going to be a demonstration of a low-key overhead approach. We are lining up once again to Kunsan Airbase, South Korea, landing runway 18. And what we're going to be doing is coming in at 500 feet, 500 knots of calibrated airspeed. We're going to fly to the opposite end of the runway. And once we hit that, we're going to call the brake. We're going to go into a right 80-degree bank turn, climbing turn to 1,500 feet, pulling back to idle on the throttle and deploying the speed brake to slow down on our downwind heading. As in the regular overhead brake, this will be a 180-degree turn, so we will be rolling out at a heading of 355, which is the reciprocal heading of the runway. We will slow to 250 knots, drop our gear, look for the appropriate visual cue for base turn, turn base, and do a full stop landing. So, this is used in a combat zone, such as Afghanistan, where you need to come in either higher or lower, but faster on initial approach for fear of shoulder-launched heat-seeking missiles tracking you as you would come in for a normal overhead approach. A normal overhead approach is flown at 350 knots, 1,500 feet. So if there are unfriendlies along the area of your initial approach to the airbase, you're at risk of getting a shoulder-launched surface-to-air missile up your tailpipe. So here we go. We're going to accelerate, and we're going to get down to 500 knots, and we're sort of aligned with the runway here.
Cowboy 1, you're outside my airspace. Contact me 30 miles out.
Yep, I'm on the wrong freak. Here we go.
Good morning, Cowboy 1, doing a sound approach. Runway 18, welcome back.
Okay, I'm a little fast, so I'm going to pull back the throttle a little bit. And it looks like... Okay, there's the runway. The red lights, the concrete slab right next to the red lights. I'm a little low, so I'm going to climb a little bit here. Now if I'd have a wingman, he would be directly off my left side.
Good morning, Cowboy 1-1, Kunsan Tower, clear for landing. Runway 18, jet gear down.
1/2 to 1 mile. Okay, so we're 500 knots, we're still a little low. Gonna climb, we're gonna go to the end of the runway. Cowboy 1 brake. So I'm going to pull about 8 degrees nose up, but just let the aircraft climb. And as I'm approaching 1,500 feet, I'm going to bring the nose down. I'm going to bring my turnaround. I'm a little high, so I'm going to lose some altitude. I'm looking for 355 as a heading. There it is. I'm going to retract the speed brake.
Cowboy 1-1, execute missed approach. Clearance canceled. Vector 010, contact approach.
So now
Good morning, Cowboy 1, doing a sound approach. Runway 18, welcome back.
Dropping my gear, letting my airspeed bleed.
Cowboy 1-1, doing a sound approach. 190 at 04 knots.
Looking for my cue right now. Cowboy 1-1, base gear 18 full stop. Alright, now I'm looking at the runway. I'm back in looking at my airspeed. At the runway, at my airspeed. I want to keep it about 195 at the runway. I don't want to overshoot the runway, so I want to make sure I keep coming around in a turn. Alright, so I'm at a point now visually where I know I'm not going to overshoot the runway. I'm going to cut back on the power, and I'm going to deploy the speed brake and start slowing up for landing.
Good morning, Cowboy. 1-1, Kunsan Tower. Clear for landing. Runway 18, jet gear down.
Cowboy 1-1, 3 green, clear to land 18, full stop. Alright, here we are. We're on airspeed now. We're on our angle of attack. On center line. Keep the nose up for aerodynamic braking. Retract the speed brake. Passing the 4,000 foot remaining marker. At 3,000 we'll hit the wheel brakes. That'll bring the nose down. Below 60 knots. Turn on our nose wheel steering.
Cowboy 1-1, Kunsan Tower. Taxi clear of the runway.
Cowboy 1-1, clear 18, taxiway Alpha, taxi to parking. Turn on parking brake. Crew chief put in the chocks. Raise the canopy. And we're shut down.